Okay, class 10, continuing with transport. Today we will be completing the remaining two segments of Transport of India. The two remaining mode of transport are airways and waterways. Now, under airways, you just will be studying advantages and disadvantages. Under the first advantage column, airways are the fastest mode of transport. This is known to everyone. It's common sense and common knowledge. Second advantage, it can cross over natural barriers easily. Now, by natural barriers, we mean over here mountains, deserts, forested areas, oceans. All these natural barriers, the airway can cross very easily. This is the main reason. This point is the reason why airways are used during emergency time periods. Whenever there's a flood, whenever there's an earthquake, people have to be carried out from there or some relief has to be given. Always, everyone depends on airways. Third point, it's very comfortable. The airway journey by plane is always comfortable. And the last advantage, airways play a very important role in the defense of the country. Okay. Now coming to the disadvantages. Again, the first point, every one of us know, very expensive. It cannot be afforded by the common people of India. Alright, though it saves time, still it is expensive. Second point, depends on weather conditions, especially the winter time. Early morning flights either gets delayed or sometimes gets cancelled because of the foggy weather condition. If there's a cyclone, if there's a storm, always the airways, they suffer. Third point, less carrying capacity. Now, you will never find a country using airways for export-import purpose. Though it's the fastest, still it is not used for the simple reason that airways cannot carry bulky goods. That is why those of us who have travelled using the airways, we all have seen that there's a fixed tonnage, T-O-N-N-A-G-E. Tonnage means a fixed weight that every passenger has to follow. Okay, because airways cannot carry bulky goods. So that is why it has less carrying capacity. And the last one, huge amount of money is required. Capital means money for construction of aircrafts and for their maintenance. So for airways, 4 advantages and 4 disadvantages are there. After airways, the next mode of transport, waterways. Now, waterways have 2 subdivisions. As you can see over here, inland waterways and coastal. Inland means rivers, canals, backwaters, especially backwaters we find in Kerala. Backwater means the lagoons. Okay, so rivers, if they are navigable, it can be used to travel from one place to the other. Coastal means oceans. In order to travel from one country to the other or one continent to the other, sometimes waterways or the coastal waterways are used. Now over here you have one abbreviation, NW. It is the abbreviated form of National Waterways. Till now in India there are 6 important national waterways. They are numbered as NW1, NW2 and so forth. This also has their own share of advantages and disadvantages. First advantage, under waterway, cheapest. No other mode of transport is as cheap as waterway. Most suitable for carrying bulky goods. The main reason why every country's export and import is done through waterways. This also can cross oceans and an advantage, cross the oceans carrying the bulky goods. Last one, the risk of accidents are much lesser compared to other mode of transport. You will never say that there is no chance of accident. There can never be any mode of transport like that. Coming to disadvantages, very slow. They are the slowest. Okay. Second point, depends on weather conditions. If there's a cyclone, if there's a storm, if there's a lot of rain, then the waterways get cancelled, then the journeys get cancelled. They are not suitable for small scale business. For small amount of business, they are not at all suitable. because they are uneconomical, unprofitable. Depends on certain conditions. Now, you cannot have waterway everywhere in the country. The conditions that are required, you can see over here, perennial rivers. The river has to be perennial, should have water throughout the year. The canals have to be deep, otherwise the vessels will not move. And the flow of the water should be continuous. Okay, so these are the advantages and disadvantages. In the next clipping that we will be dealing with ports and the importance of transport in India.